Ever try to share your faith with somebody? Has there been anybody in your life that once you come to know the goodness of God for yourself that you're like, I want them to have that too? I think that's a natural flowing out of a sincere experience of meeting Jesus, of knowing God, having the Spirit of God in your life. You want that goodness for other people, especially if you happen to see that there's something missing for them and they're not quite happy and they're not living their life to the fullest. And oh man, people go about this the wrong way so many times. Um, People just get real hardcore about their religion and shove it down people's throats and go about it the wrong way. If you get nothing else out of me, get this. Nobody ever came to Jesus because they lost a philosophical, theological argument. Okay? Get that in your head. Everything I need to know about how to bring people to God, I learned from Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones back in 1972. I know I'm dating myself right there, but you're like, what? Bringing people to Jesus, Rolling Stones doesn't quite go together. Well, there was a song that the Stones had on their Exile on Main Street album, one of my favorites. And in it, there's not a lot of lyrical content. But what there is he sings over and over again. Don't want to talk about Jesus. I just want to see his face. And it stayed with me. I said, that's exactly the way it is. People get a lot of yap about Jesus, but what everybody's really starving for is to meet him. So the way you bring others to God, the way you evangelize, okay, is first and foremost, and more than anything, allow them to meet him in you. Okay? So the first step is you work on your relationship with God, and you allow him to live in you so fully that they meet him in you. And then they want to know, like, what do you got that I don't? What do you got? What makes you so happy? How did you just deal with that and not freak out? So that's the thing that people definitely are working on. Another way to make this point is using my tuning forks. When I got the idea for this, I went to the music store and I said, I need some tuning forks. And they're like, well, you want the $4 ones or the $90 ones? I said, I work in the Catholic Church. Who's got $90 for tuning forks? So these obviously are the $4 ones. Now what happens is if you take one of these tuning forks and you bang it against a hollow object, I'll use my head because I know that qualifies, okay? And you put this one and touch to this one starts vibrating the way this one did, okay? If I do come into some money or you want to send me some money, I'll buy the $90 ones because you know what happens with them? You get one of them vibrating, okay, although they're much bigger and I would never smack it into my head. I could do damage. You get one vibrating. You don't even have to touch them. Just put it somewhere in its field and it catches the vibe. So the person who is vibrating with the Holy Spirit, okay, affects everyone that comes into their circle, everyone around them. And if people who are followers of God would just do this, it'd be a way different world. And that's the most effective way to evangelize. I'm not against knowing the facts of your religion and not knowing the fullness of the doctrines and theology of what being a Christian is about. I'm saying never ever put that first. You have it. Have it for yourself. Grow in your faith. Learn more about the fullness of the teaching of what it means to be a follower and a friend of Jesus. Okay? But that's not the starting point with other people. Okay? Go out there and vibrate, okay, with that love of God. And that's the starting point for evangelizing. That's not the full intention of the whole process of the evangelizing process is not the point of this video. This is to get you started and to get you focused on the most important thing, which is that. Okay? Go out there, rock the planet.